Hello friends, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. Let's see Mendeleev periodic table. So as per Mendeleev's periodic table, the properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic masses. So what does this mean? It means that if the elements are arranged in the order of their increasing atomic masses, then the properties of the element will repeat itself after a regular interval. So the properties of elements will repeat itself after regular interval. So this is the Mendeleev periodic table, and it has 7 major groups and 1/8 group which is initially blank, and later on some elements are there based upon their atomic masses and properties. So it was a very good arrangement that Mendeleev has made. You can see it has given the position of the element in the increasing atomic mass, that is start from hydrogen, and next row it cites lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine, and then starts sodium at the first group itself. He placed sodium below lithium because sodium property was like lithium. It was like lithium, and potassium also is like sodium. So lithium, sodium and potassium all are in the same group, that is group 1. So he observed that after the 7th element, the 8th element property are repeating. So he kept the element in the same group. So it was a good table which led to the modern discoveries of the periodic arrangement of elements. Mendeleev has positioned 63 elements that were known at that time. Also he has kept some vacant spaces in his table because he felt that some of the elements which was not discovered at his time will be discovered later and can be placed in the periodic table. So this is again a very good thing that he did, that he thought that okay, elements are not discovered now, but it can be discovered after some time in future, and it can be put in his periodic table. So he kept some blank spaces in his periodic table. Now we can see the advantages of the Mendeleev's periodic table, which is a very good base for the modern periodic table. So the first thing that we notice from his periodic table is that Mendeleev predicted the existence of some of the elements that had not been discovered at that time. As we see, there are some dots on the right hand side table. You can see the below B there are dot, and below AL also there are dot, and below SI also there are dots. So this means that he predicted that some elements is not yet discovered but can be discovered later in future. So he kept a position for it in his periodic table and kept it blank and called it like the property of this element will be similar to boron, similar to aluminum and similar to silicon. Mendeleev did very good thing that he kept space for the elements which were not discovered during his time and was discovered later in future. So he named the missing element as per the property based upon the group. So below B, that is below boron, the element that he named was Eka boron. That means the elements that will be discovered later will bear similar properties as that of boron. Similarly, below aluminium he left a blank space for Eka aluminum. So the elements which will be discovered later will be similar to aluminum, and similarly below silicon he left the space for Eka silicon. Later on, when Eka boron was discovered, it was given a name of scandium, and when Eka aluminum was discovered, it was given the name as gallium, and when Eka silicon was discovered, it was given a name of germanium. The second thing he predicted was that Mendeleev predicted properties of elements on the basis of their position in the periodic table. So he not only named it Eka boron, Eka aluminum and Eka silicon, he also said that the atomic mass of Eka boron that will be discovered later will be around 44, and Eka aluminum atomic mass will be 68, and Eka silicon atomic mass will be 72. So it is interesting to see the atomic mass being said by Mendeleev even before the elements were actually discovered. And the third thing we get from Mendeleev periodic table is that Mendeleev had kept the 8th group vacant, which were later filled by the noble gases. So he left the column blank, which was later on filled by the inert gases or noble gases, because he felt that now the elements are not known but will be discovered in future, and once it is discovered it can be placed in his periodic table. So these were the very good advantages of Mendeleev periodic table, which gave a way to the modern periodic table. Also we see some limitations in the Mendeleev periodic table, and the limitation in the Mendeleev periodic tables are like Mendeleev prediction could not position isotopes in his periodic table. So the position of isotopes were not clear in his periodic table. Like chlorine have the atomic mass of 35 and also it has the atomic mass of 37. He could not position chlorine for both the atomic masses. So he could not explain this. Second limitation of Mendeleev periodic table was Mendeleev gave wrong order of atomic masses of some of the elements in his periodic table. For example, cobalt and nickel. So if you will see in the table in the right hand side, you will see the atomic mass of cobalt is 58.9 and atomic mass of nickel is 58.7. So cobalt should come after nickel, but he placed it before nickel. So the reason behind this is copper had the property similar to rhodium, so he placed it in the group of rhodium. So this was the limitation of his periodic table. And the third limitation of Mendeleev periodic table was Mendeleev could not explain the correct position of hydrogen element in his periodic table. So hydrogen is a non-metal, but it has been grouped along with the metal like lithium, sodium, potassium, etc. So even though it is a non-metal, it is placed in the first group because of the way this element form oxide and hydrides. So even though there are some limitations in Mendeleev periodic table, it was a great breakthrough in the positioning of elements in the periodic table. So this was about Mendeleev periodic table. Hope you have understood it. Please subscribe. Thanks.